Hello, I'm Everard Digby, and in today's video I'm going to recount how I beat Malenia in Elden Ring. So the first fight I record went pretty well. For convenience sake, I've sped it up by 2 times here. I fought her a few times before I started recording, and I realized that if I started the fight with a summon, then that summon would die at the beginning of the second phase. I decided that the best use of my summon would be to summon it at the beginning of the second phase, as Malenia charges her big AoE attack. So I would have to do her entire first phase solo. I decided to take the approach of repeatedly dealing frostbite damage, then removing the cooldown with fire damage. Most of Malenia's moves are not that difficult to dodge, but there was one that kept killing me pretty consistently: Waterfowl Dance. Eventually, after dying like 50 times to this absolutely broken move, I figured out a simple trick that would make dodging a lot easier. At the stage of the fight where Malenia is ready to do the Waterfowl Dance, throwing or firing a projectile at her will cause it to trigger early. Doing this can give you the extra distance required to dodge Waterfowl Dance more easily. Of course, that didn't stop me from dying a lot. Like so many times, I would hear her victory line in my sleep that night. Eventually, after like 80 tries, I finally managed to solo her first stage. It was going pretty well but I got overconfident and choked at the last minute. Then finally, on my 98th attempt, I won. The beginning of the fight went so well I could barely believe it was me who was playing. But eventually I lost momentum and started to struggle a little. But I still managed to beat her first phase in the best condition I ever had. The first thing I did at the beginning of the second phase, after running behind Malenia to dodge her attack, was to summon my summon. The downside to using summons is that sometimes it makes bosses less predictable because they keep changing targets. Although I did take quite a few hits, eventually, with the help of my summon, I managed to whittle away her health down to 0.
The mark of a true lord.
Malenia is a really difficult boss, and fighting her can get frustrating at times, but in the end, it was a really cool and fun experience.
I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. Links in the description.